Hello ladies! Today I have a water marble nail art tutorial for you. I'll be showing you how I created the two basic patterns you see here in this water marble. I was naturally inspired by the upcoming Valentine's Day for this look, so feel free to use it for Valentine's Day or spring. It'll be pretty for spring. I've got a few polishes I'm using, a white and then two metallics. I don't even know if I want to say which white I'm using because I have yet to find a white polish that I like and water marble as well, so we'll just skip over it. Find a white and two metallic choices of whatever you have. I used a peachy kind of pink gold and, well, you obviously saw. Start building your bullseye. Hopefully yours will go a little bit better than mine. It was a little tricky getting some of these to spread, but I was determined to make it work. So you'll notice that I take toothpicks and try to spread out the edges just to help get the water and the paint moving a little bit and spreading out. That does help, but I wouldn't recommend doing it a lot. I didn't do a super thick bullseye, and by that I mean I didn't do an insane amount of layers, but just enough to get enough, enough sparkle in there. So if you are watching this, you'll notice that I'm doing a white, a metallic, a white, and then the other metallic that I'm using. What that's going to do is help provide just a little bit better clarity of color in the final design. Because the metallics are so similar, when they get mixed together in the water, they'll pretty much bleed into each other. There won't be that distinguishable, so the white in between just helps break it up and give a little bit more definition to each of the metallic polishes. So I got the bullseye where I want it, loosely, and it's time for the design. Now, there's a lot of different ways you could approach this. I like taking a straight line from the middle and anchoring it at one of the points, and then pulling from across one side of the bullseye to the other. Obviously play with this, see what kind you like. I personally don't like having all of my nails look exactly the same, especially in a water marble design. It just kind of takes away from it for me. So play around with it. Obviously take some fresh air breaks in between, but see what pattern you like most. I'm creating kind of like a little I don't know, kind of fan, just pretty little curves, natural swirls, and I lined up the nail where I would like to see the design recreated. So slowly dip it in. You notice I'm like considering putting another nail in. It's only because sometimes I have designs that I'm like, oh, I really like this part and this part. If only I could figure out how to get both in, and it almost never works. But some people can do two nails at once. It just, kind of depends on what your capabilities are. Use a little tool or whatever you have to clean off the top of the water while your nail is still submerged. And that way it'll help prevent any bubbles or any, design smudging. And you'll notice a film that just keeps kind of, as the air is going on the water coming at the top. So just keep cleaning it off and slowly pull your nail out. And so here's look number one. I like it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like loose abstract hearts, perfect for Valentine's Day, but it's still pretty nonetheless. So I'm going to recreate the bullseye again and do one more look. I'll show you how I created it. This one's going to be a little bit different. Same concept in the bullseye, same pattern and everything. Try to get as many of the same layers, count the first time and say, okay, I have maybe 16 different rings, so that way next time that you need roughly 16, just to make the cohesiveness of all of the nails at least somewhat similar. And then when you're ready, you're going to almost repeat the same thing. I anchored it from one side last time. If you remember, I just stuck my tool in the middle and then drew it out to one side. But in this take, I'm going to be drawing it out from the middle to one side and then the middle again to the other side, and it's just going to create a little bit different designs as I'm pulling down from the edges. So you can see I pulled all the way through. You don't have to. You could pull to the middle. You could pull on a more curved angle. I'm just playing with different pulls and designs and just having fun, and that's what you should be doing. Just whatever comes to you, just go with it. And yeah, that's what my approach is for this, at least. So you can see I've kind of focused. I saw an area that was really developing well, so I just kind of left that area to be developed and kind of left the other stuff just to, it doesn't do any good. I'm only dunking one nail at a time. So again, like all other water marbles, line up, dip, let it sit in there for a second, clean off the top, and then speed through the cleaning. And then once you clean off the top to avoid any smudges or design infractions or anything, pull out very slowly and carefully. This will help prevent from water marble bubbles that are very notorious. And you can see it better in the final picture because unfortunately there's a bit of a glare with all the sparkle on here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you ladies have enjoyed this tutorial. I haven't done a water marble in ages, but I love doing them. If you'd like to see any other nail art looks or tutorials or different colors in water marbles, let me know. I'm happy to give them a try for you. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe to see more. As always, thanks so much for watching.